Somawati is digging this dried tank bed in Bandagirya to look for lotus roots. She has little choice after her crops were destroyed by drought.
Educating the children and paying for everything with the money I earn here is difficult. But what else can I do?
It's backbreaking work. Villagers can earn about $6 a day selling the roots. 10 months of dry weather has wiped out a record percentage of crops in this agriculture-based economy. 16 of the country's 25 districts are affected. Successive crop failures have caused much hardship.
Both planting seasons have been affected, the Yala and the Maha, and that's why people are so badly affected. Previously, if one season failed, we could recover with the next.
In the worst affected districts, including here in Hambantota, the amount of land cultivated has fallen by half. Authorities are predicting that the paddy harvest will fall by around 17% from the 4 million tons recorded in 2013.
This tiny waterhole is all that's left of this giant irrigation tank and dozens like it. Despite welcome signs of rain, farmers here say more is needed in order to reverse the effects of the prolonged dry spell that has damaged their crops.
Sri Lanka's agriculture irrigation system relies on large-scale reservoirs to store and distribute water during dry spells. But the network suffered through poor maintenance.
Some of these have not been desilted for some 50 or 60 years, and that's why they are not full capacity. We can use this time to our benefit to clean and renovate the reservoirs, so we are better prepared in the future.
The government has said the impact on livelihoods is its primary concern. It's spending millions of dollars to clean up and repair the irrigation network. But in the interim, people will rely on water bowsers for supplies.
There isn't enough for bathing or for drinking. Even when cooking, we need to use water very carefully.
The lack of rains has not only affected tens of thousands of people, but also livestock and wildlife, all hoping for a speedy end to the dry spell. Minna Fernandez, Al Jazeera, Southern Sri Lanka.